Have you ever wondered why some people seem to learn anything with ease while others struggle to master even one skill? The truth is, genius is not magic. It's not a gift you're either born with or without. It's a system. And if you understand it, you can become a master in any field. Think of Leonardo da Vinci, Benjamin Franklin, Marie Curie. What do they all have in common? They didn't limit themselves to one path. They explored many. They became inventors, artists, scientists, people who reshaped the world. They were polymaths. But here's the real question. Is that even possible today? From the time we were kids, we were asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" As if life were a single track. As if we had to choose one box, one identity, one future. But the world has changed. We live in the information age. Any knowledge is just a click away. It has never been easier to learn. And at the same time, it has never been harder to focus long enough to master anything. So what separates the people who stay stuck from those who become modern-day polymaths? It doesn't begin with the perfect technique. It begins with the way you think. If you believe talent is fixed, that some people are born brilliant while others are not, you've already lost. The truth? Skills are not given, they are built. Every polymath in history had one thing in common, a growth mindset. They believed every ability could be developed through effort and curiosity. Polymaths never wait to be told what to learn. They explore, they question, they follow their own wonder. Da Vinci filled notebook after notebook with drawings of muscles, machines, plants, stars. He saw no boundaries between disciplines, only possibilities. That's the power of curiosity. But curiosity alone is not enough. To truly learn, you must first admit what you don't know. This is intellectual humility. The greatest thinkers realize how vast knowledge really is. That's why they never stop learning. Meanwhile, the less people know, the more they overestimate their knowledge. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger effect. Polymaths avoid that trap. They stay humble. They stay hungry. Here's another truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to success. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways that don't work." That is the polymath mindset. Each mistake is not the end. It's another step forward. But mindset isn't enough. Learning is not just about the brain. It's about the body. If you don't sleep well, eat well, or manage your focus, how do you expect your mind to perform? A sharp mind grows from a healthy body. As the Romans said, mens sana in corpore sano. A healthy mind in a healthy body. Mindset creates the drive, but system creates results. Most people think learning is just reading or watching videos, but knowing is not the same as understanding, and understanding is not the same as applying. That's why the key principle is active learning. If you want to learn guitar, don't just watch tutorials, play. If you want to learn a language, don't just study grammar, speak. Immersion beats theory. Another powerful tool is spaced repetition. Our brains forget most of what we learn within days. But reviewing material over time cements it into memory. And then there's active recall. Testing yourself, explaining concepts, forcing your brain to retrieve knowledge instead of just rereading. These methods turn learning from temporary exposure into lasting mastery. But none of it works without consistency. That's why polymaths live by the 1% rule. Improve just a little each day. In a year that compounds into massive growth, the secret is not goals, it's systems. Not "I want to learn piano someday, but I will practice 30 minutes every morning." Systems remove the need for motivation. They turn learning into routine. And when procrastination strikes, start small. 5 minutes, one page, one exercise. Momentum will carry you. But what truly defines a polymath is not just learning many things, it's connecting them. Innovation comes from combining fields: art with science, technology with philosophy, history with psychology. Steve Jobs once said, "Creativity is just connecting things." He revolutionized design at Apple because he studied calligraphy in college, a skill that seemed irrelevant at the time. This is associative thinking, seeing hidden links where others see separation. Today, we have access to more knowledge than Da Vinci could ever dream of. But technology can either make us or break us. It can be your greatest tool or your biggest distraction. That's why polymaths control their digital environment. They block noise, filter distractions, and use tech to learn, practice, and even teach. Teaching, in fact, is one of the best ways to master anything. If you can explain something simply, you truly understand it. Learning without creating is incomplete. Polymaths don't just collect knowledge, they use it. They build with it. They leave something behind: a painting, an invention, anything that keeps their name alive. Because in the end, what defines a polymath is not how much they know, but what they do with what they know. So now the choice is yours. You can keep living on the surface, scrolling, consuming, forgetting. Or you can step onto the path of the polymath. By growing your curiosity, by practicing daily, by connecting ideas across worlds. It's not about learning everything at once. It's about 1% better every day. And if this video sparked something in you, subscribe and share this to someone who needs it.